Do you remember the first time your man saw you naked?
I saw your butt. I had no choice. Again?
Yeah. Do you remember the last time, Jay, we're out of light bulbs?
Hey, we should have sex sometime soon.
Oh, I would love that.
Good, me too.
Maybe Thursday.
It feels like it's been a while this time.
It has, right?
Last time was when we got those towels from Bed Bath & Beyond.
That's right. How the hell do you get it back?
One of the things that's kind of crazy about this, I realized, is if this exact same movie were released 20 years ago, it would be a science fiction film.
Yeah,
That's
it would
really
be. That's
funny.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're actually already starting Sex Tape 2, Sex Hologram.
And it takes place in the future?
It takes place in
I wanna see
2017.
You two obviously worked together before, but it seems like this is a movie that requires a lot of trust for some of these scenes.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. It's all about the trust and a lot of different levels and layers of trust. It's not just being physically, vulnerable with one another, but also comedically, we trust each other that we're going to show up every day and like both come ready to fully just go for it.
Yeah.
It's
The shorthand was we just needed a few days to make sure that I wasn't going to perv out. And then once Cameron realized I wasn't going to perv out, everything was fine.
That is so funny. It's the first time you've ever said that. It's hilarious. It's true.
Having a movie called Sex Tape, you must get a lot of weird questions.
There have been really weird questions,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's not your normal joking.
It was very brave of them.
Extremely.
It's brave of you.
Thank you. As far as you guys go, building these characters, you two have worked together before, know each other.
Didn't work together, didn't know each other,
Oh,
didn't
it seems
like
like-
each other.
No.
So
No interest.
No. Yeah, but hadn't worked together before or really knew each other.
No. We
But
met,
sh-
I think, before. Where did we decide we met?
At that screen
that
with
thing,
pizza, yeah.
How,
We had pizza.
Can you sort of explain that? It seems like this world of comedy, as it exists in film, has a lot of supporting characters, and you two are both very good at coming in and playing these parts in films.
That's what we do.
Can you talk about building these this bond?
To me, that seemed just sort of effortless. It was nice to come in. I felt so welcomed by the whole group, and most of my scenes were all of my scenes were with you. I took out a couple of my monologues. No, I'm kidding. And you're very easy to you make people feel comfortable. So
well,
thank you.
I definitely was relieved to hear that she had the part, because the only thing, because as our roles, and I played these a lot, you the best friend type of thing,
Yeah,
a lot,
sidekick.
right? You're mostly a plot device. You're like, hey, main character, there's a ticking clock.
Yeah.
Let's go do this crazy thing. Nothing bad can happen. So, the only real work you can do as an actor, if I may be so bold, is to these characters have to look and appear very comfortable around each other. And so when those two and Ellie, I was like, all right, well, that work's done, so it's just gonna be fun.
It seems like to that end, that's the reason you get very funny people to play these roles, to sort of elevate them.
Well, also that's anybody would kill for. I mean, this is really kind of a perfectly written movie of its kind,
Yeah.
So anybody would kill to be in a movie like this.
Yeah.
Do you get to improv?
We did. What was so nice is there is that luxury of time, so
Yeah.
they can keep the cameras rolling, and we were allowed. That scene when they first come to our door, wondering if we've seen the sex tape or not, we shot for hours.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Hours and hours and
Hours and
hours.
hours.
Just
Yeah.
It was really fun. I don't know what the ratio of written to improvised is actually in the movie. I couldn't really tell because it's all pretty seamless, and we certainly didn't need to improvise. It's a great script, but I feel like we did a lot of it.
As far as research goes, do you watch amateur sex tapes to say
this was really easy for us because this is about our characters,
Right.
and this is about two people that we developed together to make sure that we knew who they were and what they were willing to do with one another. And we could have gone a lot of different ways with all the things that we did, but what we came down to was really wanting to make do things that these two people, you could believe that they did together, that weren't so far out that you thought that it was
Right.
unbelievable, but also that were, true to them.
Yeah.
Really true to them.
Our guidebook was The Joy of Sex, which is not too risque by today's standards. And I think that one of the things is it's a couple that really loves each other, and it's something that I think people can really relate to. You've been together for a long time, and kids and time have really gotten in the way of your romantic spark. And so it's just about rekindling that as opposed to trying to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
And then we launch into this crazy adventure with Rob Corddry and Rob Lowe and Ellie Kemper. It's like Adventures in Babysitting.
It's pretty fascinating how it manages to be very R-rated and yet sort of wholesome and family-oriented at the same time.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we were going for.
Is there a secret to keeping that balance? Or is that more up to somebody like Jake Kasdan to say that he knows when it's working?
I think it was all there in the content of the words and the storyline, and and the intention. Really, I mean, this movie was intended to be relatable to people who are really in this, in this position. We weren't making this to be just to be raunchy and over the top and shocking. We really this and it's not. It's just a fun story about two people who really love one another and are rediscovering how much so and how great of partners they are.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons it's relatable, our goal was really to be honest, to the point of absurdity, about pulling back the veil on the sexual life of couples.
So instead of erasing the video, like you said that you would, you accidentally sent it to all our friends and family?
I'm the mailman.
If the mailman has seen my vagina, we're moving. What if it gets out on the internet? We have to get that back right now.
I was using that.
It went up. It went up to the cloud.
You can't get it down from the cloud?
Nobody understands the cloud. It's a mystery. Who wants to have some fun? Hello?
Who has sex for 3 hours? That's the length of the movie Lincoln. You did the full Lincoln.
You sure you don't want to tell me what's going on?
Mom, there's some things that you should just die without ever knowing about.
Okay, sounds good.
You gotta be kidding me. No, deal! Siri, how do you perform CPR on a dog?